If you've been paying attention to the GTA 6 news floating around Twitter and Reddit, recently there's been some news surrounding some recent screenshots and maps to have allegedly been leaked, which people are actually giving some credibility to by mapping screenshots of aerial views to actual locations on these leaked maps. And based off of some size comparisons to older Rockstar titles, in-game maps like GTA 5 and Red Dead Redemption 2, the relevance between these screenshots and the maps seem to be either a very well done attempt at a fake leak or an actual legitimate leak. Something pretty rare when it comes to GTA 6. Now, if you don't know which map leak I'm talking about, it's this one, which is Rockstar's imagining of Miami, a more modern and updated Vice City, Florida, which is quite similar to the actual Miami, Florida, if you compare them side to side. So, our first screenshot is one I'm sure most of you have already seen, but is of an airplane flying towards the shoreline of Vice City Beach with quite a few buildings ahead lining the shoreline, which when mapped to the actual leaked map, we can see the heads of the buildings aligning with the green and red rows as seen in the actual screenshot, and the map itself in the bottom right corner actually lines up perfectly with this portion of the map as well. Reddit user Southern Failway actually did a pretty good analysis of the screenshot, looking at the buildings and their real-life Miami counterparts, as well as the positioning of the sun, which was accurate, and the volumetric clouds similarly seen in Red Dead Redemption 2. And it wouldn't be surprising at all to see Rockstar bring back assets and behavior from older games to GTA 6, considering the game will likely be running off of an enhanced Rage engine. Now, I'm going to leave this post linked in the description if you want to check it out for yourselves, as there's a lot more details in the comments of the post I won't cover entirely in this video. Now, moving towards our next screenshot of a much more greener area in the southwestern part of the map, here we have some pine trees with what is probably Vice City off in the distance, with some colored lines to map out which direction we're looking at the city from. Now, some people have pointed out, with this being supposedly based in Miami, there shouldn't be any pine trees since these don't exist in Florida. But people have also noted that depending on how old this screenshot might be, these may just be placeholders for palm trees to come in a later, more refined version of the game, depending if this is some kind of beta screenshot. Now, looking at the angles of the three lines we see towards the city, and with the city in the distance, this does make some sense as well. Now, the final alleged leaked screenshot is of another aerial view of some islands, but in my opinion, as well as some others, this just seems way too good looking of a screenshot to be from a game and is probably from either a flight simulator or maybe even off of Google Maps. Now, this isn't the first time an alleged map has leaked from GTA 6 and probably won't be the last time either, but these screenshots and maps just fit each other a bit too well in my opinion to not have any relevance to the game at all. Now, if you've seen my videos on analyzing the real leaks of both GTA 5 and Red Dead Redemption 2, I'd recommend you guys go check those out, as in those videos I go over all of the legitimate leaks from both games that come out in chronological order leading up to the release of both titles. And from those videos, you'll see both games did have screenshots of in-game footage leak, as well periods before the game's launch. And if GTA 6 is indeed coming in the next few years, right now is a pretty good time for us to be getting our first legitimate leaks of the game. Both videos should be on the side of the screen right now, as well as in the description, but I'm interested to hear from you guys, however, on your thoughts of these leaks, as whether you think these actually have some merit or aren't worth paying any attention to. Just a few months back in 2020, there was another huge map leak for GTA 6 with some more tropical countries involved, so the idea of Cuba and Florida being part of the game seems to be pretty true at this point. I'll leave that video linked in the description, as I did cover it as well last year. Let me know what you guys think in the comments though, and also a quick shout out to you guys for 4.6k subscribers and helping me hit 900k views on the channel. I'm going for 5k this year, so if you made it this far, please subscribe and help us hit 5k before 2022. And as always, it's been Nick Plays Games, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace!